Hi, welcome to Emmersasmr. I thought we would have a little look through the landscape magazine today. As it is my day off, I have a cup of tea. Good old English breakfast tea. This is my February edition of the landscape magazine, which I purchased in the UK and brought back with me. It was like a souvenir. I love this book. It's such a lovely book. This book has lots of things in it. It has crafting and places to visit and cooking and games and things to make and wildlife. It really is a lovely magazine. Reader's letters. Nature's fine needlework. Game of two halves. Solitary tree floats on the air. The pictures are just fantastic too. There's gardening in here too. Our garden ideas. That looks like a troll tree. I don't know whether you can see. I'll zoom in on that, but yeah. It looks like a troll tree. We have one of those in the garden. Gardening in February. Of course, this is based on the English countryside, but it is very similar in Denmark. We just get our seasons a bit later. And these books really inspire me as well. Captured in crystal, twinkling in the darkness or glittering in the winter sun, natural frozen decorations catch the eye and add to the season's magic. That's what was on the front of the book. White dusted spruce cones and cedar branches mirror a forest scene within a haze of ice particles. Oh, daffodils. My favourite flower, one of my favourite flowers. Heather Rustbridge hand stitches soothing wheat bags, ideal for gardening aches and pains. This bag is handmade from cotton fabric, adorned with the scarlet breast of a robin, measuring approximately 46 by 12 centimetres. It can be lightly heated to exude a lavender fragrance, which aids relaxation and comfort at the end of the day, spent in the garden. Etsy store. Wheat bag haven. Kitchen garden of big flavours. Green cress and herb. Mixing bowl. Propagator. Now, that's fine, but I've also used just a plastic bag tied up with one end with some air in it. Makes a good propagator. creamy chicken and mushroom casserole. 2 tablespoons of butter, 1 onion peeled and chopped, 2 garlic cloves peeled and finely chopped, 2 tablespoons of corn flour, 700 grams of chopped chicken thighs, 250 grams of closed cap mushrooms sliced, 250 ml of single cream, 2 teaspoons of thyme leaves, salt, sea salt and black pepper, roasted new potatoes, skin on to serve. My mouth is watering. Preheat the oven to 200 centigrade or 180 fan, gas mark 6. In a large saucepan, melt the butter and salute the onion. Add the garlic and cook for 7 to 8 minutes until softened. In the meantime, mix together the corn flour and chicken in a bowl and season with salt and pepper. Add the corn flour coated chicken into the saucepan and fry for 5 to 6 minutes until sealed, adding a splash of water if it becomes dry. Mix in the mushrooms and cook, stirring occasionally for 2 minutes. Stir in the cream and thyme leaves and bring to a boil. Transfer to an oven dish and bake for 20 minutes until the sauce is thick. Serve with roasted new potatoes. Sounds really nice. Smoked haddock and potato stew. 500 grams of smoked haddock, 2 teaspoons of corn flour, 2 teaspoons of turmeric, 1 teaspoon of olive oil, 1 teaspoon of butter, 1 onion peeled and chopped, 750 shallot potatoes halved, 300 ml milk, 250 ml single cream, 1 teaspoon of small capers, 2 teaspoons of fresh dill chopped, plus extra to garnish, sea salt and black pepper, steamed spinach to serve. Chop the smoked haddock into bite-sized chunks and place the corn flour and turmeric in a large bowl. Toss the haddock into the bowl and coat with the dry ingredients. In a large saucepan, heat the oil and butter, then fry the haddock for 2 to 3 minutes until sealed. Remove the haddock with a slotted spoon and set aside. Add the chopped onion and fry for 6 to 7 minutes until golden, adding 1 teaspoon of water if it becomes too dry. Add the potatoes, milk, cream, capers and dill and season with salt and pepper. Then bring to the boil. Simmer for 25 minutes, then add the haddock and simmer for 5 minutes. Divide between 4 serving bowls and garnish with the extra dill. Serve with steamed spinach. That is the creamy chicken and mushroom casserole. And that is the smoked haddock and potato stew. Yummy, yum. There's loads in here, look. Spicy lentil seafood stew. Veg and chestnut casserole. Spicy lamb with fragrant rice. And then there's a carrot and marmalade cake for dessert. Nice too. There's lemon curd crumble. Oh look, melting moments to savour. Chewy toasties layered with mouth-watering fillings are perfect as a warming lunchtime treat. And you've got roast beef and cheese open sandwiches, cheese and stout toasties, goat's cheese and apricot fingers, cheese and tomato sandwich bake, and cheese and cream spinach toasties. They look so yummy. And how to make a Mayflower's perfect espresso martini there. gorgeous castle. Ruins. The location of it. Places to visit. And a house to house. Gorgeous. And this is the artist lady that makes pictures out of scrap metal. Amazing. Lovely old studio she has there. It's a lovely old house. And then you have a pattern for making a quilt, which I really like actually. So I get my hand sorted out and want to do some sewing. A clever play on a clock face. Dominoes. That's nice and fun. I like that. It's very smart. Pieces of materials. Pieces of reclaimed wood, thicker than the depth of the black mechanism housing in a clock mechanism. The piece used here is a 42 by 21 by 3.5 centimeters set of old dominoes, pieces 1 to 12. Clock mechanism. Ruler, pencil, drill with large bit, size determined by mechanism, sandpaper, tape, hammer, chisel, pliers, set of compasses, sheet of paper, scissors, glue, tacks or screws. And then it gives you a lovely step-by-step guide on how to make a clock face with dominoes, which is lovely. And then simple circles in paper pleats. How to make paper pleats. Now, as something I want to do on my project last, so we can make those together. It'll be fun. And just doorway and like interior designs idea. Then another article about the Moors, which I think is really nice. Some fancy knitwear there. And the countryside in February. Lovely woodpecker. We have these. We have one that visits us regularly. I would like to paint a woodpecker one day. Very interesting birds. Oh look, this is Reader's Crafts, and somebody's made I'm finally catching up with my knitting. There's a lovely, looks like a knitted cat. And this one is cross-stitch creation. And this one's a Fairy House Tea Cozy, and there's a little rabbit, and this one is needle felted autumn scene inspired by a local walk here in the Cotswolds. It's really nice. I would like to get into tapestry and I forgot what it's called. Where you hook, and I don't know what it's called. And I love looking at the adverts as well because you can get inspiration of what other people have made. A March issue. Blossom. That looks like one of those wire trees. I had one of those once upon a time. Don't know what happened to it, but it's very pretty. A little pigwig. Some more delicious cakes. I can get a landscape on my phone or tablet, I know that, but it's so nice to have the treat of having the actual magazine. It's a gorgeous magazine and I really enjoy it. And there's lots of recipes and things to make, which really, really inspires me. I haven't drunk any of my tea, look. Well, a little bit. If you're in England or you're visiting England and you love art and craft and nature, and then I would recommend having a look for the landscape magazine.